Director General, esteemed leaders, good afternoon. I'm pleased we have the opportunity to meet here today to discuss one of the most critical issues, education. We are all here today because we are concerned. We are concerned that we might not be able to meet the goals that we have set to ourselves as an international community. We all know the numbers, the indicators of how have we failed and how we have succeeded. And we know that unless we can meet our goals, 75 million children will still be out of schools in 2015. It is a time for reflection and action. Why have we not met these goals? And what can we do to get back to the right track? First of all, let us assess our major obstacles. An obstacle, we've been told, that the cost of our goals is very high. While we have seen progress through the fast-track initiative, we still have a long way to go in placing education and quality of education as priority. The FA Global Monitoring Report estimates that we need $5.6 billion to achieve our goals by 2015. Is this really so much to ask? Considering that this is equivalent to roughly 4 days' worth of global military spending. Another obstacle is conflict, the many wars destabilizing our world. The Save the Children Alliance estimates that some 43 million of the 115 million children around the world who are not receiving primary education live in a fragile state affected by conflict. Ignoring these statistics will mean that we will not be able to achieve our broader FA and MDG objectives. There are 29 armed conflicts ongoing in the world today, and 80% of them are being fought in Africa and Asia. In my own part of the world, the effects of conflict on education are particularly clear. For example, in Afghanistan, within 1 year between 2006 and 2007, there were at least 133 documented incidents of school attacks. I'm concerned. I'm concerned that if action is not taken, war will deny generations the knowledge and opportunities that an education can provide. Not only are fragile states falling behind, but the gap with other developing countries is widening each year. For example, in Iraq, the number of primary-age children not enrolled in schools has climbed to over 2 million in 2005. And I'm sure the number is doubled by now. So what can we do to overcome these obstacles? I think the answer is clear. Prioritize education. Of course, we recognize and grateful for the existing efforts of donor countries, international agencies, the UN family, NGOs, and NGO coalitions in this area. Without them, without their support, the challenges we face would be even greater. We have to fulfill our financial obligations to quality education. And this does not mean merely spending, but spending wisely. For example, in the Arab region, more than 6 million children were out of school in 2005. Yet, most of the Arab states devoted at least 1/5 of total government expenditure to education in that same year. Surely there is something wrong here. Money is not being spent as or where it should be. It's clear that we need to design incentives that encourage coherent and transparent educational policies. We have to work hard to safeguard the right to education in conflict situations. This includes early educational interventions, improving the monitoring and reporting of attacks against schools and education personnel. and supporting research initiatives that broaden our knowledge of the true impact that conflict has on education. We must ask the international community to enforce compliance to established international laws and standards. We need to ensure that schools and other centers of learning are safe havens, even in the midst of conflict. We should ensure that those who attack schools and education are persecuted, ensuring an end to impunity worldwide. Today, Mr. Ban Ki-moon, the Secretary General of UN, said, and I'll quote, we cannot let a crime against humanity go unpunished, end of quote. I think attacking education is a crime against humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, from November 29 to December 2nd, Doha will host the next high-level follow-up international conference on financing for development. We are planning a follow-up meeting to our meeting today on financing for education. We hope that this meeting will discuss concrete approaches to promote and safeguard education and conflict relations. Qatar also is making effort with other member states for the holding of a special session of the United Nations General Assembly on the issue of education, conflict, and emergencies. I hope that all will join us in this effort. And of course, UN action on this issue would be an important development and very timely. We must come together with renewed determination to make the protection and promotion of education a leading priority. Let us renew our efforts to meet our goals and conquer the obstacles of cost and conflict. If we build strong coalitions and refocus our efforts, perhaps then we can really make a difference to the lives of millions of children worldwide. Perhaps then we can achieve the goals that we have set to ourselves. Thank you very much.